guys, it's MLP Sister Reacts here, and I'm going to be reading a fan fiction called A New Hero. It's an interesting fan fiction because what it does is it takes the show and the episodes that are in the show and adds a character to it, and the character's a male, and I figured why not give it a chance. So I'm going to read the first chapter, and if it doesn't get a lot of views, I don't know if I'll continue or not. Depends if I like the fanfiction. Sorry, I feel a bit sick. But I'm still going to read, because I need to put something in. Okay, let's start. Chapter 1, Episode 1, Mare in the Moon. All the laughter, all the cold shoulders. What's the point? I don't ever want to be with any pony ever again. Not if the same conclusion will occur every time. I awoke from a deep slumber. Gosh, I slept like almost all day. Not to mention that the strange dream I had. Something about elements of harmony. Anyway, I guess I better get ready for that special event. What was it again? I forgot. Oh, well, it's not worth remembering. Then again, what is? I brushed the blankets off my body and rose out of the bed. I shook off my mane and then made my bed. I walked to the bathroom and looked in the mirror. I stared at my blue eyes along with my dark blue body. However, the dark blue was light as well. I then continued at my ruffled mane. The hair above my head halted a few inches over my forehead, as my tail stopped a little below my knees. I decided to take a rinse if I shall show respects to Princess Celestia. I entered the shower and scrubbed my hair and body, passing through my mark that presented a wolf. I walked out of the shower and shook off my mane again, spraying drops of water everywhere. I walked to the front of my door and thought for a minute. Well, here you go, Alex. Just walk outside. Everything will be alright. You're tough. You're pure-hearted. You'll make it through this. Just don't pay attention to anyone. You've got this. I took several deep breaths, opened the door, and walked outside, shutting the door behind me. Despite the atmosphere in my home, it was really sunny outside. Every pony was walking, sprinting, even rushing for the special event Princess Celestia would be hosting. I had just woken up, so I guess I could get myself something to eat. I walked over to Apple Acres, but along the way, something pink flew as fast as lightning by me. I looked back to see what it was, but it was gone. I shrugged and continued walking to my destination. When I arrived, I saw a pony with the color of an orange, despite the fact that she had a cutie mark with a triplet of apples on her left leg. She also had 3 freckles on each side of her cheeks, and a long blonde mane which was tied at the end, including her tail. Lastly, she wore an old Western farm girl cowboy hat. I walked up to her as she continued kicking the tree for the apples to fall into the bucket near her. "Excuse me?" I asked as I approached her. She heard my voice and turned around, revealing her lime green eyes as well as a smile. "Howdy there, partner. What can I do for you?" She replied in a cheerful and warming voice. "I would like apples, please. I would like an apple, please." Of course, she kicked the bucket, which led to a flying apple shooting out of the bucket and on her head. She bounced the apple off her head, and it landed on the back of my mane. I was impressed by her amazing skill. "Thanks. How much is that, miss?" I questioned. She seemed surprised by my choice of words, which showed my respect and expressed of gentleman-like words. "No worries about that, partner. It's on the house." She revealed another smile, but this time with her teeth and closed eyes. "Really? That's nice. Thank you," I replied. "No problem. Have a good one, you hear?" "Thanks, you too." I walked out and headed back into town. As I walked, I chewed the apple in my mouth, noticing a light blue pony with the mane and tail of a rainbow color lying lazily on a cloud. Strange. Why does that color seem so familiar? I arrived back at town noticing a violet pony rush out a beauty shop along with a baby dragon of the same color as her. I noticed every pony was rushing today for some reason, most likely the special event. After a few seconds, when the purple pony disappeared, another pony with white and a little tint of blue color opened the door slightly and looked out. She had a horn on her head, and the top of her eyes were touched by light blue makeup. Her eyes were blue, while her mane was purple and properly taken care of. She contained 3 diamonds on her right leg. She continued looking looking out with a worried expression on her face. Oh, wherever did she go? I was really going to be generous enough to help her look fabulous for the princess. She sighed and walked back into the shop. I continued walking throughout the town. There was still a long time until the event started. Maybe I could just go home and sleep more. I walked gloomily back to my house, hearing sounds of loud music from another house in town, and walked through the front door. When I shut the door behind me, darkness engulfed the area. Only the sounds of silence greeted me as I walked up the stairs to my bed. I lay myself and closed my eyes. I couldn't really sleep, but I just lay there, with my eyes open, struggling with the hatchet that never wants to stay in the ground. It was nighttime, but at the point where the sun was going to rise in a while. I lazily sat up and yawned. I jumped off the bed and made it like earlier today. I walked outside my home and over to where the special event was to take place. I had arrived in time to see a large amount of ponies gathered below the balcony. There was another pony. She was directing the bird's song. She had a warm yellow color, the color of a beautiful sunrise. She also had a pink mane and tail, as well as 3 butterflies as her cutie mark on her left leg. Her face contained sweet, innocent eyes with a light color of blue, and she contained wings on her body. As I saw her motion the birds with her legs, something different stared at me as I stared at her in awe. Something different stirred in me as I stared at her in awe. Fillies and gentilcolts, as mayor in Ponyville, it is my great pleasure to announce the beginning of the Summer Sun celebration, the mayor announced. Every pony cheered at this point. In a few moments, our town will witness the magic of the sunrise and celebrate this, the longest day of the year. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce you the ruler of our land, the very pony that gives the sun and the moon each and every day. The good, the wise, the bringer of harmony to all Equestria, Princess Celestia. The curtains opened, only to reveal darkness on an empty spotlight. Every pony gasped and began whispering, "Remain calm, every pony. There must be a reasonable explanation," the mayor explained. However, I knew something was wrong. Suddenly a pink pony, most likely the one I saw earlier, began jumping and saying excitedly, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, I love guessing games. Is she hiding?" She looked around, clueless. A pony came out of the area where the curtain stood and announced hurriedly, "She's gone!" I noticed it was the same pony from the beauty shop. Every pony immediately gasped. As excited, the pink pony cried out, "Ooh, she's good!" Despite the tearfulness in her voice, she screamed immediately when a mist of darkness appeared on the balcony. A large dark pony appeared in the dark mist, having the same color of nightfall. She looked over at us and spoke. "Oh, my beloved subjects, it's been so long since I've seen your oh-so-precious sun-loving faces." "What did you do with our princess?" a pony cried out. It was the pony with the rainbow hair that I had seen earlier as well on the cloud. That doesn't make sense. "She tried to charge at the night pony, but was held back by the same pony that gave me the apple." The dark pony laughed and said, "Why? Am I not royal enough for you?" Her tone immediately shifted. "Don't you know who I am?" The pink pony again said, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, more guessing games. Hokey Smokes. How about Queen Meanie? No, Black Snooty, Black Snoot." The pony who gave me the apple stuffed her mouth with apples. Does my crown no longer count, as I have been in prison for a thousand years? She stated as she frightened the sweet innocent pony who directed the birds. Her eyes shifted to the pony from the beauty shop and continued her speech. Did you not recall the legend? Did you not see the signs? However, her speech was interrupted by the same pony I saw escaping from the beauty shop. I did, and I know who you are. You're the Mare of the Moon, Nightmare Moon. Every pony gasped. Well, 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 Nightmare Moon said. Some pony who remembers me. Then you also know why I'm here. The purple pony spoke. You're here too? She hesitated. Too? She gulped. Nightmare Moon laughed once again and announced, Remember this day, little ponies, for it was your last. From this moment forth, the night will last forever. She laughed maniacally as shots of thunder boomed and lightning flashed above her. I stood in disbelief. What was going to happen? Night forever? Wait, I've seen this in my dream today. Does it mean it was real? To be continued. I hope you guys like this first chapter of The New Hero. It does sound interesting for now, so I'll probably do the next chapter and finish the first episode, the first part of this. And I'll see you guys next time.